Welcome back to another video, guys. This is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. Now, before I get started today's video, if you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, then hit that bell notification. This way you guys get notified each and every time I put up a video. Now, as you guys see in the background, I'm playing Destruction All-Stars. I recently asked you guys on the community tab for YouTube if you guys thought this game was fun or was this game boring, and 55% of you guys surprisingly said that this game is fun, and I have to agree with you guys. I think it is a lot of fun at times, but there's times where this game does get very frustrating, and I think the number one reason for me is that my teammates never know what to do, and they're pretty much hitting my car up instead of hitting up the enemy's cars, right? Besides that, this game is free for anyone that has PlayStation 5, and it's something that they may improve in the future. Hopefully add more game modes, because right now you're pretty much limited. Besides that, I think it's okay. I think it's kind of fun at times, so definitely give it a shot if you guys have a PlayStation 5. Okay guys, let's talk about the topic for today's video. Let's talk about the chip shortage that is going on currently. It technically was started right before the pandemic, but during the pandemic, a lot of factories had to close down or actually slow down their process as well, and because of that, it created even more of an issue. Now, there's a lot of different forms of technology that uses these chips, and it goes from cars, it goes to phones, and we're looking at GPUs and also consoles. So the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series consoles may have issues going forward with production. This is pretty bad. This is really bad, actually, because when you stop to think about it, we've been having issues this whole time with PlayStations and also Xbox Series. You can't find them anywhere. You can't find them in stores. You can't find them online because scalpers and bots and everyone keeps purchasing them. There's not enough supply to go around. The demand for these consoles are way too high and no one can actually get the supply. With this chipset issue that's going on right now, it's going to cause a bigger issue with these consoles. But not just these consoles. If you guys are PC gamers out there as well, you also know that Nvdia and AMD also have issues. And that's why a lot of the AMD and Nvdia GPUs, if you find them, they're going to be double the price right now. It's just really crazy to think that everyone's having so much trouble finding this stuff now. Just think about what's going to happen in the next couple months to the rest of the year when no one could get access to these chips, or it's going to be limited and they're going to have to distribute it between all these different companies. It's going to be even harder to get this stuff. And it's frustrating. It really is. I know it was a pandemic. I know there's a lot of things that are, bigger issues than this, but this pandemic really made it hard to get anything. I'm talking about the PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series. It was just so difficult to get anything. When you had to pre-order, by the time you try to pre-order, it's sold out. You finally get a chance to put it into your shopping cart. Next thing you know, you click away, it's sold out. And it didn't matter what it was during this pandemic. If you tried to be the first person to click it, if you were to try the first person to check out, something always went wrong. And it seemed like you had to fight just to get the item into your household, right? And now the people that did not get an opportunity to do this before, they now only have the option purchasing it from scalpers, because it seems like retail stores and everywhere else is not going to get the supply. They're not going to get enough supply for people for the rest of the year. So now people are stuck getting this with scalpers and bots, and it's really a crazy time when you stop to think about it. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this ever. Since the PlayStation 4 came out, the Xbox One came out, it was not like this. There was a huge craze when the Wii came out and everyone was buying that, but that was a craze that was happening in stores. It was not like this. I don't think I've ever seen a moment in time where it's just so hard to get a console, from pre-ordering it to actually on release day to actually when it comes out in stores. It's still hard to get, and now you're talking about, well, it's gonna be hard to get because they don't have a certain part that they need to make these consoles. It's crazy. It's not just the consoles, like I said before, it's also the GPUs, right? Because Nvdia and AMD, same thing, right? When they were released online to pre-order, instantly sold out. When they are released in stores, they're gone. You can't find them. You can't find it anywhere. It is a crazy time that we're in right now, and it seems like it's only going to get worse with the chip shortage. These devices, not just consoles anymore, I'm going to go out and say devices, right? Because these electronic devices like GPUs and the consoles came out too early. The reason why I say it came out too early is because they were rushing to release something that they did not have enough supply for. In a normal time period, you know, like let's say about 5-10 years ago, that's perfectly fine. You could do that. But during a pandemic where you can't even have warehouses up long enough, you know, where you can't have 100% employees working to actually put together these parts, you do not have an opportunity to actually create this quick enough compared to the demand. So the fact that they release all this stuff and they just didn't have enough supply to begin with was not smart. They should have took more time to actually make sure that they had enough stock for everyone and then release the product. But they didn't do that. Not one of them. You can look at Nvdia, you can look at AMD, you can look at Microsoft, you can look at Sony. They all did the same exact thing. They released the product knowing that they didn't have enough stock to go around during a pandemic, and now they're stuck trying to catch up, and it seems like they're not going to catch up for a long time, a very long time. And now they have another obstacle, right? Which is going to be the chips. It's very frustrating to see that. Honestly, I've been gaming for a long time. I've never seen anything like this before, where there's literally nothing you could do but sit down and watch the freak show, because it's only going to get worse from here. But that's just my 2 cents on this topic. I want to hear what you guys have to say. Do you think the shortage of chips is going to cause a big issues for the Xbox Series and also PlayStation 5? How about the GPUs? What do you guys feel about this topic? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you guys liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, let me know in the comments down below why. And that's pretty much it. This is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. I'm out. See you.